Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer. Today's beer is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is from The Establishment, and that means it's going to be a black can. No, a silver bullet with a black sticker with some type of logo and a name. And, I remember this song really well. I guess a lot of The Establishment's names are song lyrics, really, if you think about it. I mean, you had I Left My Wallet in El Segundo, and now we have My Best Friend's Girl. So My Best Friend's Girl is a Kolsch style ale at 4.8% alcohol by volume. So where this sits is I just had probably the most stylistically correct German Kolsch that I've had in a long time. Brewed right in Germany, brewed right in Cologne, and I haven't had one that solid in a long time. So now to have a craft brewery in Alberta making one, I'm a little worried, especially because it has the style name on it, right? So two people I know have tapped this in and given it a 3.75 out of 5 overall. They both gave it 3.75 out of 5. 2.3 thousand people have tapped it in with a mark. 3.65 out of 5. Our take on a classic style, a refreshing combination of grainy Pilsner malt, light apple and pear esters, and subdued hops. Okay, I guess we'll just get into this and hope for the best. I won't sugarcoat it. I am a bit apprehensive. I do enjoy this brewery. The things of okay, so I was apprehensive for reasons of what the picture looks like, but unless there's a bunch of sludge in the bottom of this can, that is one of the most clean, crystal clear beers I've seen in a long time. Like, I can see myself there. I can see my hand coming up to point. Like, hey guys, I see you. A bright white head, lots of snap, crackle, pop. Visually, as of right now, it looks the part. Now, I mean, a Kolsch sometimes can be cloudy. Not always the case, but it can be. So, I mean, I think if I'm going to pick a German style beer or and I mean a Pilsner is more a Czech style beer. A Kolsch is kind of like the German Pilsner. I mean, you can get German Pilsners too, but you get your Czech Pilsner and you get your German Kolsch, and they're very similar. But I think if I'm going for a German beer, it's going to be either a Goza, a Berliner Weiss, a Kolsch, or I guess a Keller beer. I'm big on Keller beers as well. Okay, still looking pretty good. Sent from the can. Actually, grassy, earthy, slight sweetness. It smells just like the last Kolsch I had, which I guess I'm not as apprehensive now. I was apprehensive because I've had some of the beers from this brewery, and I am a fan of the brewery, but there are some beers I'm not a big guy into, and they just go too far. And there are certain styles where I'm like, man, just make it simple, and they don't make it simple. And sent from the glass. Oh, it looks like it's getting a little bit of haze, maybe. Smells pretty much the same. Cheers, sláinte, prost, all that fun stuff. Hey, that's a solid beer. That apprehension. Okay, there we go. There's a little bit of haze to it now. Not really much though. Like there's a haze. I can still see myself. It's not as crystal clear. It doesn't look quite as clean. That's actually kind of what I expect out of a Kolsch. I mean, I really like the super clean ones, but that's kind of what I expect. My best friend's girl. I don't care about my best friend's girl because I have my best friend, and she's my girl. Oh, I'm such a sweetheart, aren't I? Oh, yeah. And things, never mind. Oh. Getting the splooge changed the flavor so much. It was crystal clear and clean and crisp. Had just a little bit of greeniness to it, a little bit of cut grass, a little bit of spiciness. It was perfect. Now, there is some yeast esters. I wouldn't say apple. I do get more of like a pear ester in there. Excuse me. And a little bit more of a bready biscuitiness. You kind of lose the crispness with getting that little bit of haze in there. I'm still not apprehensive, but I was really, really, really excited to get a Kolsch from North America, from a craft brewery that was really true to style. And I mean, this is still pretty damn good. It's pretty damn close to style as well. Just, it's not quite as good as the bigger regional brewery from Germany I just had. And I don't normally say that. I usually like the smaller Canadian breweries more. It's a very clean beer in the long run. It's a very easy drinking beer. It's a beer you can get behind. Stylistically, I'd say it's in the B's. Pushing an A minus, but it's in the B's. Probably a B plus, like 7.75 or so, if we're looking stylistically. For my own personal enjoyment, I would buy this again. I'd probably give it a 7.25 out of 10 for my own personal enjoyment. This is a solid, very good beer. Again, it's not the same as the one that I had right from Germany just right before this video, but it's a good beer. It's a solid beer. It's a beer worth drinking. So, my best friend's girl. My best friend's girl. Oh, yeah. From the establishment. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.